Hello, YouTube, and thank you for tuning in. And once again, to my subscribers, hopefully, this will be edifying and show you what's really going on in America. This is an article about the USA News Flash. Collin Kaepernick can't get a job after NFL executives say they are genuinely hate him. Wow. And there's even a video. But I'll put this article in the description box so you can look at it in your leisure time. And let's see. And we all know the story of Collin and what transpired. And the man basically just took a peaceful knee in protest of police brutality against the black community. And so it was, like I said, once again, it was peaceful. The man didn't call anybody to arms. Nobody died, etc., and we can go on forever just, with that. But the thing is, how does a so-called African-American person supposed to protest wrongdoing? If you take a knee, you're wrong. If you protest, you're wrong. And they're trying to get legislation and laws put into where it's, you're almost a terrorist for protesting. If you make a video, your videos are censored. So as a so-called African American, you don't have a voice in America. And it just really goes to show, once again, like I've been telling you, America was not built for you. America is a prison for you. It's a prison house for you. And the warden are the police officers on the streets. And you better hope and pray that you get a decent warden out there, because we already know we have enough crooked wardens out there in the streets patrolling. And police is not even policing anymore. It's just, these guys are just looking for something to go bad. They're looking for things to trump up charges on you to fulfill the quotas in these privatized prisons. We know this. And I don't want to get on a rant just on that. But, to get back to to Collin Kaepernick. It says last year, the NFL quarterback Collin Kaepernick made the headlines when he refused to stand for the national anthem before his game. He made the unthinkable and said that he was doing this because the U.S. is a racist country. Since the moment he did that, his career began to fall down in a big way. However, his move just hit him in the head in a big way. When not a single team wanted to draft him as a free agent today, Kaepernick got blindsided by more bad news. Kaepernick's career was reaching a high point since he decided to disrespect our country and those who defend it. And this is a biased article, excuse me, but I'm just using it for the information to get what just happened to Collin. And so the NFL quarterback didn't think he would pay for his move, since Barack Obama was in the office at the time. However, in the time when Collin made the headlines, President Trump was elected and put an end to these anti-American dirty games. So, according to this article, Collin Kaepernick, it was supposed to just, you're just supposed to shut up when people die unjustly, unarmed, and not say anything. See, that's what white supremacy wants. White supremacy wants to run rapid throughout the earth, doing anything to anybody in the name of a church symbol, which is a false symbol, and in the name of democracy. And democracy, like I said before, is nothing more than Satanism. When free agency first began a couple of weeks ago, Kaepernick was reminded that no one would forgive him for his anti-American attitude. Now, how can you sit and say that we are anti-American when we're not even American citizens in the Constitution? So this idiot doesn't even know what he's talking about. The NFL teams didn't and definitely don't want to do anything with this kind of behavior at the huge risk he is to a team's reputation. The NFL's executives aren't just avoiding him for his attitude and his bad form. Yeah, he had a real bad attitude. Lord forbid, black people get justice. But because, as they said, they genuinely hate him. And America hates us, period. That's nothing new. First, some teams genuinely believe that he can't play. They think he's shot. He's shot. I'd put that number at 20%. An unarmed general manager said about Kaepernick and why people are avoiding him. The manager also said that there is a general fear that the backlash from fans after getting him, he's practically public enemy number one in sports rights. You know, just like what's the brother that was fighting the dogs, Michael Vick? They still, to this day, after Mike Vick did jail time, still haven't forgiven him for the dogs. But you're supposed to forgive the police for shooting unarmed black men. You're supposed to forgive so-called white America for slavery. You're supposed to forgive them for eugenics programs against black people. You're supposed to forgive them for everything. But when you take a knee in a football game, in a silent protest against police brutality, which we're not American citizens anyway, but it's supposed to be an American right to do, he's public enemy number one. Anything masculine or pro-black or love for black people in this country is hated. We want you to love us and respect us, but we just don't want you around. How can you have your cake and eat it too? But that's what white supremacy wants. They want their cake and eat it too. We don't want you around, but we don't want you too far away just in case we need you. And third, the rest genuinely hate him and can't stand him, what he did. Kneeling for the national anthem, they want nothing to do with him. They won't move on. They think showing no interest is a form of punishment. I think some teams also want us to use Kaepernick as a cautionary tale to stop other players in the future from doing what he did, the insider said. This is definitely something that every disrespectful person deserves. This is almost comical. This is really comical. He thought he was a smart boy. And look, it says he thought he was a smart boy. But he soon learned a little humility. Americans don't like disrespect of our flag. Or country. Him or country, excuse me. Good lesson, Kaepernick. Yeah, he really learned his lesson. He learned how to be a good boy, didn't he? And this article is a joke. I basically used it for information. But this is a mindset. This is a white supremacist mindset. They can bomb your village and kill 40, 50 people. But if you light a firecracker in their neighborhood, they're ready to go to war. But they can kill and pummel a village, and you're supposed to get over it. It's democracy. It's the American way. And that's exactly why the Most High is going to destroy this place. Amos 9:8, for the sinful kingdom shall be erased off the face of the earth. This is exactly why the Most High has a personal vindication and beef with America, the eagle, and anything with the eagle emblem, which is white supremacy. And with that being said, I'm going to close out.